Gentlemen, may I request you to kindly take your seats? Ladies and gentlemen, may I request all of you to kindly take your seats? We are about to begin this morning's program. Once again, may I request all of you to kindly take your seats? Please do take your seats. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskara and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you present here this morning. On behalf of the Department of Electronics, Information Technology, Biotechnology and Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, it is my privilege to welcome you to the Global Innovation Alliance 2025, an important curtain raiser leading up to the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025. We are delighted to have you with us today here at the Four Seasons, esteemed dignitaries from the Government of Karnataka, senior officials from partner countries, and representatives from international trade missions and innovative networks. Over the years, the GIA initiative has grown into a powerful platform for fostering global partnerships in technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Today's meet is a celebration of that spirit of collaboration and a unique opportunity to come together, exchange ideas, and look ahead to what promises to be the biggest and most impactful edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit yet. BTS 2025 will be held from 18th to 20th November at the Bengaluru International Exhibition Center. As we are all aware, this is a new venue. The event is expected to bring together participants from over 60 countries. It will spotlight breakthroughs in AI, deep tech, biotech, sustainability, and a lot more. And we're thrilled to have you all as a part of this pioneering journey. To formally commence today's gathering, I now request Sri Rahul Sharanappa Sankanur, IAS, Director, Department of Electronics, IT, BT and SNT, and Managing Director, KITS, Government of Karnataka, to deliver the formal welcome address. Sir, over to you.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good morning and a very warm welcome to each one of you. It is a privilege to address the distinguished gathering in the Global Innovation Alliance Meet 2025, a signature prelude to the 28th edition of the Bangalore Tech Summit BTS. I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to Dr. Ekrup Kaur, IAS, Secretary Department of Electronics, IT and BT, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, CEO, KDEM, and our esteemed guests who have joined us upon our invitation. Ms. Ollie Witzman, Consular General of Israel, Bengaluru, Mr. Jonas Brunswick, Consular General, Switzerland, Mr. Chandru Iyer, British Deputy High Commissioner, and special welcome to all other Deputy Consular Generals and Honorary Consuls present today, including Mr. Kaya Hukotu, Mr. Stephen Comley, Ms. Anne Kremers, Mr. Raghu Rajappa, Mr. Karthik Tallam, Dr. Pratap Kamath, N.S. Srinivas Murthy, Mr. Naveen Raju. We are also pleased to welcome our valued partners from international trade bodies, innovation agencies, ecosystem enablers, and startup networks. Your presence here today reaffirms the strength of Karnataka's global partnership and shared commitment to the innovation-led growth. The Global Innovation Alliance, GIA, has emerged as a key pillar of Karnataka's international strategy. What began as an ambitious initiative to connect our innovation ecosystems with the world has grown into a dynamic network of partnerships across more than 35 countries. This platform enables cross-border innovation through co-development of technology, startup soft landing platforms, research collaborations, and market access initiatives. Through the GIA Alliance, Karnataka is embedding innovation diplomacy at the core of its developmental approach, facilitating a two-way exchange of talent, idea, capital, and technologies. Talking about the BTS, over the past year, we have moved decisively from vision to implementation. Karnataka-led delegation to the US, Africa, and other regions have catalyzed MOUs, research exchanges, and deep sectoral partnerships. At the GITEX Africa held in Morocco, our deep tech startups were showcased globally, drawing attention to innovation from Karnataka-led AI, semiconductor, biotechnology, and cybersecurity. Platforms like Propel have enabled early-stage innovation to pitch directly to international stakeholders, creating actionable outcomes. These are not just engagements, they are launchpads for scalable inputs. The Bengaluru Tech Summit, which is to be held in the Bangalore International Exhibition Center, BIEC, from 18th to 28th November 2025, will serve as our collective stage to advance these collaborations. Themed across responsible innovation and inclusive growth, BTS 2025 will feature dedicated global tracks on climate tech and circular economy, next generation manufacturing, AI for good, youth and women-led innovation, among others. We warmly invite all the GIA partners to co-create country pavilions, startup exchanges, innovation forums, and policy roundtables. BTS is not just an event. It's Karnataka's open platform for global collaborations. The road ahead offers enormous potentials, such as in co-developing frontier technologies, bilateral startup bridges, policy and regulatory sandboxes, and joint missions and innovation pilots. In closing, I extend my sincere gratitude to all the GIA members, diplomatic partners, innovation agencies, and ecosystem leaders for accepting our invitation and being here. Let's use today's discussion to explore new frontiers, deepen our ties, and shape a more inclusive and innovative future together. Let the GIA Meet 2025 today mark the beginning of a yet another meaningful chapter in Karnataka's global innovation journey. Thank you. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Mr. Rahul, thank you so much for extending a warm welcome to our audience. Coming up next is a short video to give us a brief overview of the huge gamut of events and conferences planned, as well as the milestones to be achieved during BTS 2025.
Since the Big Bang, it took 10 billion years for Earth to form and another 3 billion years for life to emerge. And life kept evolving from single cell to multicellular, from amphibian to humankind. And with the arrival of the modern man, the pace changed. Faster, bolder, relentless. We learned to imagine, to build, and to explore. The printing press unlocked knowledge. The steam engine sparked progress. The light bulb lit new paths. The penicillin revolutionized healthcare, and the internet connected the world like never before. That time has come again for a new future to rise. And leading this transformation is one country, one state, one city, Bengaluru. With every ideation, invention and innovation, breaking boundaries, creating unbound possibilities. A city where ancient traditions breathe alongside cutting-edge innovation. Home to pioneers, policy shapers and dreamers. From rich Carnatic strains, deep-rooted hospitality to deep tech breakthroughs. A globally recognized hub for startups, AI innovation and future-focused investments. A city where ideas spark, cultures converge and ambition takes flight, culminating each year at its flagship celebration of innovation, the Bengaluru Tech Summit. Now entering its 28th edition, the event pole vaults into a bold new era, bigger in scale, deeper in impact and global in ambition. Welcome to BTS 2025. The future will unfold across AI and deep tech, electronics and semiconductor, CRISPR and life tech, space and defense tech, and beyond, where global corporate leaders and policy makers, GCCs, R&D and academia, startups and future founders, investors and incubators will all come together to gain sharp insights, define technology trends, forge business alliances, celebrate success and nurture talent. For the first time ever, Bengaluru Tech Summit moves to the iconic Bangalore International Exhibition Centre, India's premier purpose-built green convention centre, setting the stage for a bigger, bolder and more immersive experience. Come, join us for a game-changing experience at Bengaluru Tech Summit 2025, where the future will rise.
A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, on the trot for over 2 decades now and looking forward to futurize. So we now have a presentation that offers a glimpse into what promises to be yet another path-breaking edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome Dr. Ekrup Kaur, IAS, Secretary to Government Department of Electronics, Information and Technology, Biotechnology and Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka. A big round of applause to Dr. Kaur.
A very good morning to everyone. That was quite a powerful start to the Bangalore Tech Summit. The first event that we are having today to announce and launch the Bangalore Tech Summit 2025. I found it very interesting how, the beginning of the human life has been, we traced our origin from there, coming to how the world is changing today and how Bangalore is going to shape the world. Very interesting beginning. So with that, I think we are off to a very, very good start. I once again very warmly welcome each one of you who's present here today, who's joined us. And I will just take you through what is in store. We are very excited this year. This is going to be, I know of the reactions which came last year. A lot of people appreciated and they were very happy with the kind of content and the scale. But believe me, this year is going to be really different. It is going to be a much bigger, bolder, and a much more global event that we are going to have. So just to take you through the glimpses of, how we are going to do it, GIA Alliance has always been a very, very important component of Bangalore Tech Summit because Bangalore is today not just shaping what happens in India, but it is shaping what happens in the world. and the most cutting edge deep tech work is happening out of Bangalore for the world. And to bring this connect between the world and Bangalore, GIA partners have played a very, very important role, very significant role. And we celebrate the presence of our GIA partners, their delegations that come to Bangalore Tech Summit at this annual event. So while there is a lot of other content, but I think GIA is the core thing because it is our alliance with the world which we would want to build through this event, the Bangalore Tech Summit. We are going to be in the 28th edition this year. And I think we look forward to a lot of support from all of you to make it much more richer in content and its reach. So as the announcement just showed on the video, this time the event will be held at the Bangalore International Exhibition Center. It's a big deviation from the past. We were always at the Bangalore Palace. But I think to meet our expectations, to meet our, to kind of give, make our dreams into a reality, we need a much bigger space, a much bigger, platform to present what is happening in Bangalore and showcase it to the world. So the Bangalore Tech Summit will this year move to the Bangalore International Exhibition Center. It will be held from 18th to 20th November. The dates remain more or less same as last year, just a difference of 1 day. And we want it to be on the same dates every year so that, globally people can plan well in advance, and it's somewhat expected that they have to be in Bangalore around that time. As I said, this is going to be a much bigger, better, and a much more global event. These are just glimpses from last year's Bangalore Tech Summit. We had some very prominent people participating at the Bangalore Tech Summit. We saw a very good participation from all our GIA partners as well. We witnessed 16 countries conducting business sessions and bringing their delegations. We had huge delegations from across the globe, from Australia, Austria, France, Singapore, Finland, Germany, Denmark, Netherlands. Many of you are present here today. UK, European Union as a group also participated with a very large delegation, and in fact the delegation consisted of a lot of their clusters from various parts of Europe, industrial cluster heads from various parts of Europe, and they had very good experience in terms of not just being there at the Bangalore Tech Summit, but also having meetings with various stakeholders, visiting our incubators and accelerators. So it was a very, very meaningful engagement with them. We also had people from Belgium, South Korea, Israel, Japan, Switzerland, UAE. I'm just naming to make you feel that each one of you is very special for us. Each country that participates, each delegation that comes to Bangalore Tech Summit is important and is actually an important part of making Bangalore Tech Summit what it is today. Our engagement with USA is very deep. We have more than 650 companies from US which are operating out of Bangalore, and also from other parts of Karnataka. So India-US Tech Conclave is a very important vertical by itself. With the support of US IBC and AmCham, every year we curate this vertical, and we see presence of a lot of US companies in this. We had a lot of ambassadors, consul generals, ministerial delegation from France which participated. This year already I am hearing that we are going to get some very high-level delegations. We would like to support that, and if there is anything that we can do to enable you to bring your high-profile delegations, we would be very happy to start working with you from right away, because all this does require some amount of preparation and approvals and clearances, especially if it is a minister or a senior minister-led delegation. So my team is all geared to support that, and we would want to see that we get high-end participation from your countries. All our GIA partners, this is just a snapshot of a few of those countries which are in constant engagement with us through various fora. I just thought that we will also delve into, while BTS does offer a forum, and we have come together today to discuss about Bangalore Tech Summit and how, you can participate in it. Just to take you through the overall Global Innovation Alliance, which has been there for a couple of years now. The Alliance does offers opportunities for engagement between governments. It offers a very significant part of the GIA partnership is to offer facilities for both startups from India to expand and grow in foreign countries, as well as offer a soft landing facility for startups coming from outside of India. So it's like an exchange between the two startup ecosystems. And a lot of institution-to-institution engagements have also been built through the GIA Alliance. We have a lot of partnerships which are today actively working, and they are collaborating to bring two institutional level ecosystems together. So we started out in 2018 with about 10 countries, grew up to 15 by 2020 when COVID hit. While COVID was, the world was grappling with the pandemic, during that time also we saw our GIA partnership seeing some increase with about 20 countries. In last 3 years, we have increased our engagement to 30 plus countries. Over these 7 to 8 years, we have more than 2,000 startups which have been supported through this engagement, 60 MOUs and partnerships that have been facilitated, 25 plus annual delegations at BTS, and 500 plus international sessions at BTS. So this is the strength of the GIA Alliance, and I think it's a very unique platform which has been created by the state, and a lot of countries which are today engaged with us have found it very, very valuable and useful. We are trying to make this engagement very meaningful and purposeful, and we have tried to see that in all the MOUs that we have signed or the letters of intent that we have exchanged, we try to bring it down to certain concrete action points, and it does not just remain like an agreement to cooperate. It should go beyond that. So while we have signed 9 MOUs and LOIs during the last year itself with Switzerland, Finland, Berlin, Israel, and other countries, we've facilitated about 15 high-level delegations, including a delegation led by the President of Chile. We have also done a lot of outbound activity where the state has taken delegations to across the world to showcase what is happening in Bangalore. So the Minister himself led a couple of delegations, some delegations where I have led the delegation, and then each time we also try and take a lot of startups from Karnataka to participate in events and interactions across borders. So this has been done under the overall aegis of GIA. Going forward, we are looking at really strengthening our market access program, where we have already done a couple of delegations. We would like to do some more, where startups from Karnataka get an opportunity to work in foreign territories. The department facilitates these link-ups with relevant stakeholders, with launchpad partners. So some have been done. What is in the pipeline is a delegation visit to France, South Korea, and Finland. Last year, we also started this new initiative of having mixer events. We have typically one mixer event every month. Each of these mixer events are unique in some ways. So depending upon the, we collaborate with a particular country after discussion, whatever are the mutual areas where we feel that there could be some benefit. The mixer event is actually tailor-made to country-specific requirements. So like we did one pitching for our startups to VCs in Italy. That was one of the mixer events that we did. We had a mixer event with Australia where their trade commissions and their trade bodies participated, and our startups interacted with them. Similarly, we like to also do these mixer events when we have large delegations coming in. Like we had a delegation coming in from UK, and we did a matching where startups from India and startups from UK, a session was done, and all the startups that participated, they found it mutually beneficial. Similarly, webinars, both us, showcasing Bangalore to the other countries, and also our startups and companies participating in webinars organized by other countries. So I'm just sharing these as examples. These are very, very concrete ways of how we increase this interaction and cooperation between the countries. And going forward, we would like to strengthen this engagement. As I said, institution to institution level collaboration, there are a lot of joint programs which are being done between institutes across the globe and IISc. Science Gallery is a new kid on the block, but already has made a significant name by having a very good number of international cooperation and partnerships. We are actually looking at starting an innovation lab at Science Gallery in partnership with Imperial College London. We also like to facilitate inbound delegations. I mentioned both of startups and companies, and we have done a whole lot of them during the last 1 year. This is just a glimpse from Science Gallery and some of the work which is happening over there. I think it is a very good platform which has been created, and it's very, very broad-based. It offers a very good opportunity to engage and build partnerships. While we are at partnerships, these are not just limited to Bangalore. We are also looking at, building these partnerships beyond Bangalore. State is very aggressively trying to promote certain clusters outside of Bangalore. In the first phase, we are looking at 3 large and 3 medium-sized clusters that we would be promoting. The 3 big ones are Mysore, Hubli, Dharwad, Belgaum, and Mangalore. And all these clusters have seen significant traction from foreign countries. In fact, there was a delegation from Choose New Jersey which visited Mysore. We are looking at signing we have done a LOI last year with them, and we will be in the due course doing a MOU, and they are very keen on looking at Mysore as one of the potential destinations. Similarly, there have been other engagements. In fact, we also do 3 events in each of the clusters as a run-up to BTS, and all the 3 events do see a significant number of countries participating, a lot of representation from both the CG's offices and trade offices which participate at these events. And I think these smaller clusters which we are trying to develop, these are all emerging cities. They have huge potential, large number of STEM graduates, a very good local ecosystem. State is promoting by way of various incentives, setting up plug-and-play facilities. So I urge all of you who are present here today to also look at these options which are available beyond Bangalore. These could be like an hub and spoke where you have your main base in Bangalore and a spoke in one of these clusters. And our team from Karnataka Digital Economy Mission would be very happy to facilitate curated visits for you and your business delegates to these clusters at any point in time, and especially during BTS as well. This is just a snapshot of what is happening in these emerging cities. We have more than 50 new companies which have landed in these 3 clusters in the last 1 year. Total number of employment which has been created is about 1557. There are companies which have expanded, and believe me, all the companies who have gone to these clusters have found it to be very valuable, both in terms of good opportunity to scale up. There is a fair amount of cost arbitrage. Attrition is much lower in these places. And overall, the teams are able to deliver up to the expectation of whoever has gone there. So I welcome all of you to, visit and experience these clusters for yourself. I will not really, bore you with too much, but just to give you a glimpse of a few more things that the department and the government is trying to do. As I said, Beyond Bangalore is something that we are actively nurturing. So this year, the government has announced a very, very large project called Local Economy Accelerator Program. It is a 1,000 crore program spread over 5 years, where a series of centers of excellence, business incubators, innovation labs, and entrepreneurship development programs will be started in the emerging clusters. We are also looking at creating a fund of funds which would be supporting these startups financially, all the startups which are beyond Bangalore. LEAP also includes a component on deep tech, and there is a special fund of 100 crores which has been set up, which would be run on the lines of Elevate as Elevate Next, and would be supporting only deep tech startups, and that is for across Karnataka, including Bangalore. We have launched Innoverse at last Bangalore Tech Summit. It is again a deep tech incubator, looking at various segments within deep tech. It is going to be housed in NGEF in Indiranagar. It's a large industrial shed which is going to be repurposed for this. Work is already on, and I think another few months down the line, we will actually start physically incubating startups over there. Then one of the most important programs which the government has launched last year is Nipuna. It is a large-scale skilling program which is completely driven by the industry. The course curriculum, content, how it is delivered, to whom it is delivered, it is all decided by the industry partners, and government takes 40% of the cost. So our understanding, and this understanding comes from our constant interaction with the industry as well as the survey that we ran with the industry recently, is that in this changing world of technology, and especially with AI making such a deep impact, skilling, reskilling, and upskilling is going to be the way to stay ahead of the curve, to ensure that, Bangalore maintains its edge and actually improves on it. So therefore, our focus on skilling is very, very high, and we have a lot of opportunities for anyone who would like to partner with us on any kind of skilling, upskilling, or reskilling programs. We are also bringing up an innovation museum in Bangalore, which is going to showcase the tech and innovation history of Karnataka. And two other important things which we are doing outside of Bangalore is developing Mysore as an electronics cluster. So there is a EMC cluster which has already been developed. And now we are also doing a printed circuit board cluster in Mysore. And we are setting up plug and play facilities in Mysore under the name of Global Technology Center. So talking of new initiatives now at BTS, moving on to back to BTS. Last year, we had introduced a dedicated electronics and semiconductor track. Again, it was very well received. There was very good participation from the industry, and some really good deliberations happened at the event. Another very important segment that we started at Bangalore Tech Summit last year was the Startup Springboard, under which we organized mentoring sessions and pitching sessions for startups. So this mentoring, we brought together close to 30 mentors who are people who have, got experience in this sector, in the startup domain, and can guide startups at the right stage. And we saw more than 150 startups who registered, and they were given an opportunity for one-on-one interaction with the mentors. Again, a very, very successful program, and this year we plan to make it much bigger, giving opportunity to more startups to get mentoring from people who really matter to this ecosystem. We also organized pitching sessions at Bangalore Tech Summit last year, where about 150 odd startups made pitch to more than 200 VCs that were part of the event. Again, this year it is going to be a much longer, much deeper engagement, and we are actually going to start at least 3 months before Bangalore Tech Summit, where first and second round of pitching will happen before the event, and only the finalists, people who are, who do well, will then pitch before the VCs at the event. Along with, our focus on the technology part at Bangalore Tech Summit, it has been our endeavor to see that it becomes a very responsible event, and it is an event where we leave a mark not just in the domain of technology, but it is a much more well-rounded kind of engagement. So sustainability has been a very, very big part of Bangalore Tech Summit, and over the last 2 editions of Bangalore Tech Summit, we have tried to go green by introducing, there is no use of plastic on the site. It's absolutely a plastic-free event. All the waste which is generated, whether it is food waste or other waste which is generated at the event, is treated on site. Nothing goes out of this, out into landfills. We have also tried to use everything which is biodegradable, including lanyards which are given, the cards that are given, everything is biodegradable. And in fact, our move to BIEC is also, motivated by our endeavor to make the event green, because BIEC is a green location and it offers us much more opportunities to completely go, have no carbon footprint. Because the only large handicap which we had at Bangalore Palace was that, the event runs on generators, which you cannot really make green. So going forward, we look at, we'll try and get the entire electricity supply will be from green sources at the Bangalore Tech Summit. Also, to make it interesting, we introduced this concept of Bangalore Walk, where we curated, we had these curated walks to various parts of the city. These were organized in the morning and evening hours to just give a glimpse of what else Bangalore entails. It's not just about tech, but there is so much of history, so much of culture, and so much more to Bangalore that one can enjoy while one stay in Bangalore. We intend to make this also a bigger, engagement. We will also be facilitating visit to some of the prominent places like Science Gallery, like National Gallery of Modern Art. We have a beautiful Museum of Art and Photography, the new upgraded Venkatappa Art Gallery. So all these are places that we would be very happy to curate visits to. So these are some of the pictures of our new initiatives which were taken, started last year. And now coming to this year's Bangalore Tech Summit, as I said, it is going to be a much larger engagement, much bigger, much bolder. And our dream is from leapfrogging to pole vaulting. Futurize is the theme for the BTS 2025. And more on the expected lines, the event will have 6 pillars: trends, insights, business, celebration, talent, and experience. Each of these pillars is going to be much more deeper in its engagement, much wider in its participation, and there are a lot of new elements which have been built into each of these pillars. This is the overall event spectrum, where we will have a multi-track conference, a mega exhibition. BIEC again offers opportunity for us to scale up the exhibition. The space that is available is much more, and it's much better suited for this kind of an event. One of the important highlights of this year's BTS will be the Future Makers Conclave. I will be talking about it as we go ahead. There's US-India Tech Conclave, the GIA, participation at BTS. We have Global Leaders Conclave, Springboard, Startup Pitching, and we have awards and celebration of all that is happening in Karnataka and in Bangalore. So overall, it's a fairly 360-degree kind of coverage of the entire ecosystem. So there will be, normally we used to have 6 tracks, as I mentioned, of which Electro Semicon was a track that was introduced last year. However, in our mission to go bigger and bolder, we this time are introducing 4 new tracks. So in all, BTS will have 10 tracks, and each of the tracks will have all the components of the event spectrum that I just mentioned. So whether it is sessions, business meets, exhibition, all of that will run across all the 10 tracks that we have. The new tracks, and I think you will all agree with me, that we cannot have a tech event without having a dedicated track on AI. So we are introducing a dedicated track on AI. Bangalore is the 5th largest destination when it comes to all the work which is happening on artificial intelligence. We would like to showcase that and also build that ecosystem. So we have a new track on AI called the AI Universe. We have a specific dedicated track on defense and space tech. Again, defense is something which, Bangalore has a long history, right from post-independence to today. There are a large number of defense companies, there are a large number of R&D institutes, and a lot of work which is happening in this sector, and I think this is the right forum to showcase that. And allied to that, our footprint in space tech. Again, Bangalore is house to ISRO, which is the India's premier organization in space technology. And last year at BTS, we had launched a new space tech policy. We have large number of startups also which are there in Bangalore, which are in this domain. So all of that we will bring together in this dedicated vertical on defense and space tech. Third and new vertical that we are introducing is Finverse. Again, it comes from the presence of large number of fintech companies. While Mumbai has always been the finance capital of India, but Bangalore has shaped up as the fintech capital. The world today talks about our unified payment interface, and lot of work around UPI as well as all the downstream applications which have come out of Bangalore, and I think that is something we need to talk about. Also, Bangalore has large presence of banking institutions, other financial institutions, insurance companies. So all of that will be brought together at Finverse. And then, as I said, sustainability is very, very dear to our heart. All that we, that's happening in this domain will be brought together in a new vertical called My Planet, My Future. So this is going to be certainly, I mean, I'm quite excited about it. I think the way Bangalore Tech Summit is shaping up and the way it is growing, it really caters to requirements of every individual in this sector, every country which is there. I'm sure all of you will find a lot of these topics that resonate very well with you, with the ecosystems in your country. So this is really going to be a big event. Objectives are quite clear. We would like to position India and within that Karnataka as a global innovation hub. Bangalore Tech Summit has always been an opportunity for us to showcase our ecosystem. But going beyond that, we would like to foster new relationships, new collaborations, drive the entrepreneurial ecosystem which is there, and see that everyone who participates does learn something from the event, understands what is happening globally, what is the latest, what are the trends, and what are the new insights which have come into each sector. So those have been our objectives which have guided us. Normally, I don't like to stress on this slide. If you have come to earlier occasions, I always used to just say that this is a picture of all the numbers. But this year, I would like to spend a moment over here because our ambitions are high, and I think we will also be able to achieve with your support. We are looking at participation of 60+ countries this year. We have been able to get a very good support from all the states and union territories within India. Bangalore being the leader, we would like to see that the entire country develops, and we taking that leadership role, we like to nurture clusters and ecosystems outside of Karnataka, and it has been a conscious effort to get all of them to participate in Bangalore Tech Summit. We'll have more than 1,200 exhibitors. This is almost double of last year. 100+ sessions, 600+ speakers, 15,000 delegates, and put together about 100,000 attendees. Another very, very important number, which I'll be talking about later, is we are looking at bringing together 20,000 founders, startup founders this year at Bangalore Tech Summit. This is the venue. As you can make out, it is way bigger than the Bangalore Palace. And this is all custom made. It is, very, very suitable for this kind of event. This is just a picture of the BIEC. As I said, this offers us all the infrastructure support to think and plan and execute a very, very big event. Yeah, these are just some more pictures, but what I'm really excited to talk about is the Future Makers Conclave. That's why I just skimmed through some slides. We bring together 20,000 founders at one stage. It is a ticketed event, but it is really going to be mind-blowing. The entire conclave, it consists of, it's a 3-hour interaction. One session with 10 really prominent speakers who would give 10 life-changing ideas. Each of them will speak for 10 minutes. There will be a keynote of 20 minutes given by a person of eminence, and an experiential journey shared by some speakers for about 60 minutes. But this whole event will be only for startup founders, co-founders. And if you look at the stage, that itself, it kind of makes me feel very excited. This is the AI-generated image of how it's going to be, and we are really looking forward to put this together. Similarly, exhibition will also be much larger. It will be a showcase of all the innovative work which is happening. There will be participation from diverse segments within technology. As every year, we will have dedicated space for our GIA partners. Usually, we like to really showcase the GIA partners very well, and the most prominent area of the exhibition is reserved for stalls from various countries. And then rest of the exhibition is around specific themes, so it's easy for a person to reach area of his interest. We look forward to support of our partners, US, India Business Council and AmCham, and other association partners right from NASSCOM, ISA, TIE Bangalore, ABAI, ABLE, and a lot of others from the industry. Our media partners, and support from all of you. I think I can't emphasize it more. All of you are very important for this event, and together we will make Bangalore's Tech Summit into an event which everyone will remember. Thank you so much for a very patient hearing. Thank you, and look forward to see you at BTS.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that insightful preview. I'm sure you've roused curiosity, piqued our interest, and built a lot of anticipation. We surely are looking forward to the event. I'm sure all of you do agree. So moving on, we move into the most global segment of today's event, a series of brief addresses from our respected international guests. This includes consul generals, deputy consul generals, trade bodies, international associations, and global partners. So our first guest who will be addressing the audience, the mics will be passed around, so we are saving you the trouble of having to come up to the stage. Please put your hands together for Mr. Jonas Brunswick, Consul General of Switzerland.
Namaskara. I come up on stage nonetheless because Dr. Koryu just gave me a major case of FOMO, as I am with half a foot out of India, sadly, ending my tenure and leaving the country on August 4th, seeing what's in store for this year. FOMO, I think, is the best way to describe it. But of course, it's not about me. It's the office that I represent and the country that I represent. And we're very excited to have, once again, already very strong plans for BTS in 2025. Just 2 weeks ago with Dr. Kaur, we signed an MOU between Switzerland, Team Switzerland in India and the state of Karnataka to onboard the state to the Indo-Swiss Innovation Platform. And the first action that we'll take with the state on board on the Indo-Swiss Innovation Platform is to collaborate on one of our flagship programs, which is the Academia Industry Training, which has run for over a decade. And this year will feature a selection of 10 deep tech startups from Karnataka, 10 deep tech startups from Switzerland. They will all convene in Bengaluru during the week of BTS, and then they will go to Switzerland early next year for the second leg of the program. And we're also fortunate that we've been able to align a very interesting program with the University of Geneva, Professor Giuseppe Ugazio, who is one of the world-leading experts on the intersection of artificial intelligence and philanthropy, who will be coming to Bengaluru to run a series of workshops and build a community of practice with a regional presence, so not just from South India and India, but also from the South Asian neighborhood. And we will have a session at BTS on this topic as well, looking at two ways in which AI or philanthropy has an important role in shaping AI. On one hand, on the adoption of AI following ethical standards and good practices, and then on the other hand, on influencing the beneficiaries, so the receiving recipient organizations that receive the funds from philanthropy, and encourage them to leverage AI more in their work, whether it is on having more data-driven decision-making or better data-driven decision-making and better governance structures. So that's what we have in store for now. I'm sure there will be more things coming, and I am very sorry that I will personally not be here for any of it, but I'm sure it'll be a fantastic addition. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next speaker is Ms. Orly Weitzman, Consul General of Israel to South India.
So good morning and namaskara. I'm really excited to speak here today. I remember just a year ago was the first time that I spoke at this event, and I was hearing, I had just arrived in India, I just arrived in Bangalore, and everybody was talking about the Bangalore Tech Summit and what an amazing event it is, and I could only sort of try and imagine what they were talking about, how big the event is, how impactful it was, and now I feel that I'm standing on a sturdier ground. I understand the importance, but again, now everything's changing and becoming even bigger and better, so again, I'm sort of trying to figure out the amazing impact that this is going to have. I think looking throughout the past year, we've had a lot of interaction between Israel and Karnataka. We've had some startups to do with dual use, whether in AI or in other sectors, drones and other sectors, who were participating in different events here in Karnataka, and were able to establish some connections with Indian and Bangalore startups in that area. Also last year, just after actually the Bangalore Tech Summit, we signed a letter of intent, Karnataka signed a letter of intent with the Israel Innovation Authority, and this relationship between the Israel Innovation Authority and Karnataka is deepening even further, and we're hoping that the CEO of IIA will come and participate in Bangalore Tech Summit this year, which will of course drive even more cooperation between Karnataka and Israel in terms of innovation. We also have quite a few delegations going to Israel this year in different sectors, including innovation and investment, to get to know the Israeli ecosystem a little better, to look at fields for cooperating in deeper senses, and that's something we're very, very excited about and hoping to see some fruit from that soon. Actually, one of the delegations already got back, and there are already some talks of bringing some of the technologies that they saw in Israel to Bangalore, so that's very exciting. And lastly, we're looking into having a hackathon in green tech and sustainability for companies in South India. And hopefully we'll get some good participation, and the winners of that hackathon will be able to go to a global hackathon happening in Israel in November. So those are the main things that are happening. In terms of this year, like I said, the head of the CEO of the IIA, Israel Innovation Authority, is hopefully coming to BTS. We're also looking at some other companies in different sectors, especially AI, who are looking at coming here, and I'm hoping to have more concrete information in the coming weeks. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Waitsman. Mr. Chandru Iyer, British Deputy High Commissioner, British Deputy High Commission, United Kingdom.
Sorry, I thought of doing a step more than Jonas by coming and taking the stage here. Very good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to be here this afternoon at the launch of the BTS 2025. Absolutely delighted to be here, my team and I. And as most of you will know, that UK has been a very strong supporter, a friend of Karnataka and BTS. So, this year is not going to be any different. We are exploring the possibility of a senior ministerial presence at BTS 2025, along with a delegation. So more on this as things evolve. But our relationship with KDM, Ministry of ITBT, Dr. Kaur, Mr. Kharge, has been a very strong relationship. We had Minister Kharge and Dr. Kaur and the team in the United Kingdom last summer for London Tech Week. So really pleased to say that this year at London Tech Week, we took the largest ever Indian delegation of almost 400 Indian companies. And out of that, 50 were from Karnataka, which says a lot about the kind of rapport that we have on this corridor. A lot of interesting things happening this week. More on it as things evolve. But as you all know, the India-UK Free Trade Agreement was agreed in the month of May. So hopefully we'll hear something more on it later this week. But what that means is that it evolves into more opportunities, more avenues for engagement on the technology side as well. We also came up with our industrial strategy a few weeks ago. And in the industrial strategy, digital technology and the creative sector feature very prominently. And 4 out of the 8 sectors that have been talked about are sectors in which India and the United Kingdom, and more so from a Karnataka perspective, there are a lot of opportunities to be explored there. This month is also the first anniversary of the TSI, the Technology and Security Initiative that was signed between India and the United Kingdom. There are 7 strands, and each of the strands are quite useful, quite active in terms of the kind of work that's been happening. And a few of the things I saw here in terms of new elements being explored at BTS 2025 ties in very well with the TSI lines of engagement that we have currently. So quite excited about that as well. And just lastly to say that India continues to be the second largest investor in the UK. A lot of those companies come from Karnataka, and BTS 2025, I'm sure that will act as another platform for us to engage in terms of both trade and investment relationship between the two countries, but more prominently from a Karnataka perspective. GCCs, another area that was spoken about. A lot of UK GCCs have got a very phenomenal presence in this state. The likes of Tesco, Rolls-Royce, London Stock Exchange, Equinity, the list carries on, and we're seeing more and more interest from more British companies and PLCs to explore GCC opportunities in this state. And then finally, it'll be remiss of me if I don't talk about engagements on the academic side. So we have the Imperial College, who have just set up their Global India Center in Bangalore. And we do hope that they will also play an integral part at BTS 2025 from a research and innovation perspective. And of course, University of Liverpool have announced their new campus in Bangalore, which will be up and running next summer. But I'm sure that there'll be a lot of activities that they will be doing in the build-up to that. And BTS 2025 will offer another wonderful platform for them to explore. So loads to look forward to, loads for us to do. And unlike Jonas, I'm here for a year more. So a lot of work to be done before I say bye to Bangalore. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I now invite Mr. Stephen Connolly, Deputy Consulate General, Australia.
Thank you. I'll follow in Chandra's footsteps and take the podium. Thank you, Secretary Kaur. Very excited for my first BTS. I'm the Deputy Consul General at the Australian Consulate. And on behalf of the Australian Consulate General, Australia is very proud to be a Global Innovation Alliance partner of the state of Karnataka. We thank you for the warm cooperation of your department and, of course, of Minister Kage in the opportunity to collaborate between our sectors. Australia, of course, has been a proud partner of BTS for many years. We were a country partner in 2024. We had ministerial attendance by the Assistant Minister for Foreign Affairs in 2022, Mr. Tim Watts, and of course our Prime Minister in 2021, Prime Minister Scott Morrison. So I'll be brief, but looking ahead, of course, to BTS 2025, we're looking ahead to bring a strong delegation of Australian firms. There are many already in Karnataka, and we're looking forward to encouraging more investment and more cooperation between our countries, particularly in the tech sector. And our High Commissioner will be leading that delegation, and so we're very excited for the months ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaya Hakuto, Deputy Consul General, Japan.
Thank you very much. A very good morning, everyone. It is on behalf of Consul General Nakane, who is now out of country. It is my pleasure to address the Global Innovation Alliance meet today. Bengaluru reigns as India's top startup hub and has also made impressive progress, reaching number 14, moving up 7 positions from last year in the global startup ecosystem ranking. It is home to R&D facilities of many of the top companies in the world. There is also an abundance of highly skilled human resources to work in these R&D facilities and startups. Hence, Bengaluru is the ideal city to have an exchange of ideas and an exhibition of new technologies and innovations in various fields such as IT, electronics, biotechnology, and health. I thank the Bengaluru Tech Summit for providing this wonderful platform for such a showcase. Let me briefly elaborate on Japan-Karnataka relations. Japanese companies are very active in Bengaluru. There are about 230 Japanese companies with more than 540 offices in Karnataka. Many Japanese companies have established R&D centers to capitalize on the excellent human resources that gather here in Bengaluru. They are seeking to collaborate with advanced and creative Indian startups to develop new businesses. A success story of one such collaboration is the Japanese company Omoron Healthcare, which tied up with a Bengaluru-based Tricog Health, a medical technology manufacturer. In 2023, the two companies began developing a remote heart monitoring system and services that combines Omoron's home ECG monitor with Tricog's AI-based ECG analysis technology. The collaboration between the two countries became a topic at the Japan session of Tech Summit 2 years ago. Earlier this month, the two companies held a product showcase of this innovative solution where patients can take the ECG test at home, which is an AI-based ECG data analysis technology, can analyze online to detect any abnormalities and send an alert to the patient's physician. Such digital healthcare solutions can prove to be useful in India, where there is a shortage of doctors and widening healthcare gap between urban and rural areas. To further promote such meaningful cooperation between Japan and Karnataka, the Consulate General of Japan, in cooperation with JETRO, plans to establish the Japan session as a GIA, as a GIA partner country again this year. We look forward to collaborate for yet another enlightening session. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hukuto, thank you very much. May I next call upon Ms. Annie Kremers, Deputy Consul General, Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thank you to the Government of Karnataka, Secretary Kaur, and to the BTS team for giving us the opportunity to participate in the GIA meet and also in the Bangalore Tech Summit in a few months' time. It's really an honor for us to join this event once again. And I'll briefly take you through our plans for this year's edition, which can be summarized with one word, semicon. And I'm very glad to hear that it's also one of the tracks for this year's BTS. The global semiconductor industry is witnessing an unprecedented growth. It emerges as the backbone of the global digital economy. From smartphones to electric vehicles, and from artificial intelligence to 5G technology, it all depends on the availability and the development of semiconductor chips. The sector has been a strategic priority for both the Netherlands and India, reflecting our shared commitment to advancing future-ready technologies. The Netherlands boasts a strong legacy in the semiconductor innovation, being home to global players such as ASML, NXP, ASM International, and also, of course, a dynamic network of leading research institutions. If we look at NXP, for example, they have over 3,500 engineers in India working on developing their technologies across automotive, IoT, and secure connectivity. India's semiconductor mission aims to develop a comprehensive and resilient ecosystem for chip design and manufacturing. And growing cooperation between India and the Netherlands in the semiconductor sector will be elevated through our participation at the Bangalore Tech Summit by providing Dutch companies active in the semiconductor industry a great platform to showcase their technology. So let's work together to build a sustainable and forward-looking technology partnership between India and the Netherlands. Thank you.
Ms. Kremers, thank you so much. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Raghu Rajappa, Honorary Consul, Republic of Poland.
Namaskara. Madam Kaur, Madam, and all the colleagues, my good friends. I could say Poland is the most important country. How we have in India, IT capital is Bangalore. Poland is also the same for Europe. Poland is in strategic location at the heart of Europe and member of NATO and Schengen. So with the BTS, we have been participating past 3 years, but this time I can proudly say that Poland is officially the partner with BTS. We'll be participating with high delegation, and also with many Polish companies are coming to participate in BTS. And also there is a Chamber of Commerce called Indo-Polish Chamber of Commerce, where we are working with, I think some 10 companies will be participating with the Polish companies to attend BTS. I would also request, Madam, to please have a roadshow in Warsaw. So that will be a great thing where all the Polish companies are looking forward to attend BTS. Thank you very much once again with the organizers, Active, Jagdish sir, and all the team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Mr. Pierre Baudouin, Economics Attaché, Consul General of France.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Consul General of France, Mr. Marc Lamy, it's a real pleasure to be here today as part of the Global Innovation Alliance. I'm the Economic Attaché at the Consulate General of France. First, let me thank the government of Karnataka, dear Secretary Ekrup Kaur, KDM and its director, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, and the entire GIA team for their support throughout the year. Your commitment has been successful into organizing our missions. With the team of the French consulate, we have been to Mangalore and Mysore, and we understand that these Tier 2 cities are really important within the Karnataka ecosystem. Last year, the Bangalore Tech Summit 2024 was a real milestone for us, for France. France was honored to participate with a strong delegation, including the Paris region, which brought 8 startups to the event. We were proud to welcome Alexandra Dublanche, Vice President of the Paris region, who spoke at the inaugural session. We also had a dedicated bilateral session with Honorable Minister Karge. That momentum built on something concrete, the MOU signed between the Paris region, largest economic region in Europe, and the government of Karnataka, signed in January 2024. An MOU that's not just symbolic, we are here to deliver. Looking ahead to BTS 2025, France will of course bring a new delegation of companies. We are still at an early stage, but we are already in active discussion with several French regions. We want this to be a platform for regional cooperation, startup exchange, and mutual investment. We are also working closely with La French Tech India, based right here in Bangalore. They have been incredible partners, most recently by organizing the French Tech India AI Summit, which brought together hundreds of participants around trusted and inclusive AI. So AI is a big topic for us, and we were very proud to see that India co-chaired the AI Action Summit in Paris at the beginning of this year, and we are very happy also to see that India will have its own AI Summit next year, and we are ready to work with you through the Bangalore Tech Summit, for example. So thank you again. France is committed, and we look forward to writing the next chapter of this partnership together at Bangalore Tech Summit 2025. Let's futurize together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Ms. Manjula Mundokana, representing Consulate General of Germany.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I would be representing the German consulate here. Thank you, Dr. Ma'am, for being very open to all the MOUs and great suggestions to make all the MOUs between Germany and India very concrete with very successful in generating interest towards Karnataka. So now we don't have just the federal government, which we had last year, but this year a lot of independent states are coming forward to work with Karnataka. We had a huge 40-member C-level delegation from aerospace from Bavaria, and the Bavarian delegation is coming again with a big team this year for the Bangalore Tech Summit. It's just not one state, and we have a couple of German states who are now competing with each other to engage with Karnataka. We have Brandenburg, we have Bavaria and Munich, who have been the first ones to come to Bangalore or come to India. We have just not the states, and also the cities from the North Rhine-Westphalia, be it Dortmund or Düsseldorf, who are coming with deep tech delegations. So there's huge interest, and we would trouble you with requests for more MOUs, more meetings, and a lot of support. We are very happy with it, and thank you so much.
Thank you. May I call upon Mr. Karthik Thallam, Honorary Consul of Cambodia.
Good morning. Thank you everyone for being here this morning. And I would like to talk a few things about Cambodia. Cambodia has been growing at 7% per annum for the last 3 decades. And Cambodia is going through a massive digital transformation. The Ministry of Telecommunications, the Ministry of Technology is in charge of this massive digital transformation. Looking forward for a GIA partnership this year. And 21st September, we're going to have a MOU and a sister city agreement with the IT ministry. Cambodia would be greatly benefiting by the collaborations with the IT companies, electronics companies, and semiconductor AI companies, deep tech, fintech. Looking forward for great collaborations with Cambodia and India and Karnataka. And thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to now call Mr. Dharani Dharan Shivaswamy, Business Officer, Belgium. Mr. Lioret Elaya, representing Italian Trade Agency. It's Miss Lioret Elaya, my apologies.
Yeah, my name is a little confusing, so it's okay. Well, I would like to thank Dr. Kaur for always providing the support, and BTS has been growing year after year. The Consul General of Italy, Alfonso Tagliaferri, who just concluded his tenure 10 days ago, has been participating, representing Italy for the last few years, and unfortunately he's already left for Berlin. And we are here with a very big participation this year. So I have a few updates to share with you. Well, as Dr. Kaur mentioned earlier, that Italy was the first country to step forward and participate in the GIA mixer earlier this year. There were around 6 deep tech startups, Indian startups, from Karnataka, that pitched to the Italian VCs and incubators. And I'm proud to share that somehow these conversations have also moved forward. In June, in fact, we took a delegation of VCs and investors to an event in Bologna called the We Make Future. Well, We Make Future is Europe's largest international trade fair in AI, tech, and digital innovation. And with the participation that they had, they are looking to have some more intent to collaborate with some of the startups from Italy to bring them to India. I have a few more updates before I tell you about the BTS. We are having a space roadshow that is planned sometime in September this year, which will also be coming along with ISRO and the Italian Space Agency. 2 days of that will be happening here in Bangalore as well. 10 days ago, thanks to Dr. Kaur, we signed an LOI for the Innovation Hub for Italy in Karnataka. So thank you very much, ma'am. And finally, I am very, very proud to announce that a major step forward has been taken in this direction, that Italy has an annual global startup program called the Global Startup Program. Bangalore has been added as a destination for the first time. And there are some 7 startups that have chosen Bangalore as a destination and will be part of a 5-week immersion program, like a proper acceleration program here in Bangalore. And of course, it's timed so well that we're going to be participating also in the Bangalore Tech Summit. So I'm very, very happy and proud to share this update with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I would like to now call upon Mr. Rahul Acharya from Nuremberg Messe. Mr. Rahul Acharya.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Madam Kaur. Thank you, Jagdish, for giving me this opportunity. Actually, Nuremberg Messe is one of the 15 largest exhibition companies in the world, and we organize trade fairs in the fields of building and construction, electronics and security, process technology, retail and consumer goods, and social and public at the exhibition center in Nuremberg and worldwide. So headquartered in Germany and with subsidiaries across Brazil, China, India, Italy, Greece, Austria, and the USA, the group has a network of international representatives in more than 100 countries. So actually in Nuremberg Messe, we have a show called Embedded World, which is one of the largest shows in the world related to embedded systems. And we also have a show on cybersecurity called ITSA. So we are planning this year to collaborate with BTS and trying to get speakers from our event in Germany and as well as across all over the world. And we will try to get them at BTS, both speakers in the conference as well as to the show, exhibitors to the show. So thank you for giving us this opportunity to collaborate with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So that's a close on our international delegates and representatives who've come here and who shared a few words with us. Would any members of the audience have any questions now? So we have Dr. Kaur, the secretary, and we have representatives from the government. Any questions, clarifications, or any dialogue that you would love to initiate, please feel free to do so. The mic will reach you if you raise your hand. So then we will probably call it a close. I would like to request Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Gupta, CEO, Digital Economy Mission, Government of Karnataka, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon, all of you. Once again, thank you so much for showing keen interest, your sometimes pleasant surprises in terms of sharing this information about the delegates, the ministerial visits, etc. It's a pleasant surprise. We look forward to hear these news as the days goes by and the weeks goes towards the BTS. It's an immense gratitude that I'm here to provide the vote of thanks to the Global Innovation Alliance Meet as we collectively set the stage of the 28th edition of Bangalore Tech Summit 2025. And as Madam Kaur has talked about of the BTS in a big way, I would like you to please give a hand applause for the madam first time, because she has been designing this as a piece of BTS in a big manner. And the designs of the future founders conclave, etc., the ideas are germinated from there. And it then becomes bigger, the team comes together, and then become much bigger impact of designing the BTS. And that's what today happens when you have the leaders like her and the collaborative partners like GIA coming together and make it much more bigger BTS. I would also like to thank Ms. Orly, the Consul General of Israel, Mr. Chandru, who just left now, for talking about of the London and the big partner for us in BTS. In Israel, madam, we are also looking at the VCs also traveling from here to Israel. My request is that in the BTS, if the VCs from Israel can come down, we would like to curate some very specific program for that as well. Mr. Jonas has talked about is, we will miss you, friend. You have been a very great friend of us, talking about of the Bangalore Tech Summit across. But I believe the next person who will be joining us from the embassy will be helping us to work together much more closely. And I look forward to collaborate more with you to take a larger picture of the Switzerland here. Mr. Stephen, Deputy Consul General for Australia, thank you so much. And I think the AI and the other segments on which the cybersecurity delegation went from here to Australia. We look forward to see if all the starters from cybersecurity now can plan to come down to BTS. So humble request to you that please look at requests from our side to see if we can have a larger engagement from the founders, which can come down to here, and we can then have a very light of meetings with various types of center of excellence that we have, incubation and accelerators, and very specific target VCs who are investing onto the side of cybersecurity. Thank you so much, Mr. Kaya, from the Japan Consular General. And I think the healthcare is an important domain for all of us. Your startups which are coming up and providing solutions will be helpful to see engaging with our own ecosystem and see if the business can be set up for those startups who are looking at a market like India, and happy to support on that. Ms. Annie Kremers, Deputy Consul General of the Netherlands, I have a special request to you, ma'am. Netherlands has been a semiconductor, and semiconductor, the chip design is a hub in Bangalore. My request is that this time, can we have a short delegation of semicon industries? A couple of them are already here, but many still not there. And I think we can have a very specific target of a semicon industries coming together to delegate. I assure you a very sound, curated program for the semiconductor industries from Netherlands. We have a partner, ISA, who is also hosting the ISM as well. It will be great to partner with all of them and see if we can do something very specific programs. And many others who has talked about it is one of them. Right? Thank you so much, madam, for sharing those initiatives that you're picking it up and the likes of the programs that you're coming up in the BTS as well. I'll not take a lot of names here in terms of things, but in general we are very pleasantly happy, honored for you being here. The two important points which I want to share with you is one, as Madam Kaur was talking about the Beyond Bangalore, thank you so much for joining us in the Mysore event that happened, the Big Tech Show. There are two more events, as Madam Kaur was talking about, which is going to happen in the month of August and September, pre-BTS events, making a larger picture on the BTS. I request you to please join on those events as well. And look at the way our Beyond Bangalore Government of Karnataka's initiative is emerging as an important ecosystem of innovation. So please do block your diaries. Our offices and our colleagues will be reaching out to you for blocking your times and etc. So please honor that request. Another element which is also related is that our Honorable CM is going to have an ambassadors meet on 1st of August in Delhi at 5 p.m. The details will come to you. My request to all of you is that please bring your Consul Generals, ambassadors to that event. And our Honorable CM would like to have a very special discussions along with the ambassadors to understand that what more deeper we can do, but also look at the BTS in a big way as well. So please block yourself for Delhi, 1st of August, 5 p.m. with a humble request that all the Consul Generals and the ambassadors can join. More information to follow with you. One important segment which is required to be looked into is that this BTS is becoming bigger, better, as Madam Kaur was talking about. But the more important part is that it's a business-oriented event. It's only look after the businesses. That means if you bring a delegation of industries, if you bring a delegation of startups, this is the right platform. So it's not a platform of assigning an MOUs or an LOIs. It's a platform where business to business meets, and here find the partnerships and collaborations. Our own ecosystem players, and as Madam was talking about, the 36 states and UTs are coming and collaborating. You will find businesses from across pan-India coming on this platform. So please look into this as an event where your businesses of different of your countries can see a portfolio coming up here, and also a business partnership that can be established. Likewise, the startups, the founders. If I can request that, let's say we have 30 countries, we're looking at around 50 to 60 founders of startups traveling from those to ours. We're looking at 20,000 out of 1,000 seats will be filled only from the global founders alone. If it is possible, I assure you that from the Government of Karnataka, the best red carpet treatment can be made available to them so that they find a value when they come here in the BTS events. Lastly but not the least, this is a journey that we are traveling together. It's 28th edition. The day will not be far when we're celebrating 30th as well. But 20th edition in the new venue, let's make a history. Let's make a history of changing the participation of the GIAs more. And the numbers that Madam Kaur was talking about of aggressive numbers, and she never talks about those numbers in the futuristic way, but she was very definitely making a point that until as we look at those numbers and look at the collaboration with all of you, we will not be able to change the next leap forward for the BTS. And hence, thank you so much. With the humble request, join us in the BTS and much, much more bigger. With this, I will also request all the Consul Generals and their trade offices to join us on the stage, along with our officials. Madam Kaur will be here to have a photograph with all of us. Thank you so much.
May I request all the international guests to kindly come up on stage for a group photograph. Our country partners, all our international guests. Please do join us for a group photograph.